Alrighty, hi. For the sake of this case presentation, the client's name will be Anne. Anne is a 21-year-old Asian American female who identifies as heterosexual and is a junior with a 2.1 GPA, but with credits, she is only a sophomore. She was self-referred to the Indiana State University Student Counseling Center, and her presenting problem was that she has high anxiety and that she often feels numb with her emotions. And when I asked what is her definition of numb, she stated that she kind of just goes through the motions of her day, doesn't really feel anything, and never really feels truly happy. She stated that she only sleeps 12 hours a night, and she sleeps for 12 hours a night and is only able to stay awake for 5 to 6 hours before she is so physically exhausted that she has to sleep again. And when I assessed the client's eating level, she stated that she only eats 600 to 900 calories per day and that she has no appetite, and that she wants to gain weight because she thinks she is too skinny. That immediately was a red flag for me. When I ask usually what their eating level is, they say, I eat 3 meals a day, whatever. And for her, it was very specific. I eat 600 to 900 calories every day. I've tried to eat more, but I have no appetite. And when I pushed further, she stated that she wants to gain weight. She's tried diets in the past to gain weight, and currently she's on a high fiber diet, which was also a red flag for me because a high fiber diet is often used to lose weight and not to gain weight. Anne explained that she does not like her current major that she is in and feels as though she should not be in college and that she wants to drop out, but worries if she drops out, she doesn't really know where she will go, and she doesn't know what she would do if she did drop out. I asked, if you did drop out of college, what would you want to do? And she said that she wanted to train dogs. When I asked further, she said that she's never owned a dog before, has no idea how to train a dog, and does not know where to start with that path. She explained that her 2.1 GPA is where it's at right now because she has low motivation and she does not like the classes that she is in, even the ones that pertain mostly to her major. She just does not go to class, and she is failing mostly due to her attendance. When I asked if this is mainly because of her sleep and she feels like she has to sleep through classes, she said yes, sometimes, but mostly it's just she feels that she shouldn't be in college already. And so she often says, well, if I don't want to be here and I don't like my major, why am I going to class? And that's often why she fails. And currently she is failing 3 of her 5 classes right now. In the 2 classes she is in, she has about a C in. But she's often said that she's a few absences away in those classes to also failing. And also discussed how if she continues on with her major, she will also have to be here for 4 more years because she has not passed the first class in her major, which is a prerequisite for the next class. And so how her major is set up, there's a class you have to take each semester, and if you fail that class, you're behind. Well, she's never passed that first class. She's never been able to truly start her major. And that's really discouraging to her. And knowing that she's been here for 3 years already and that she might have to be here for another 4 to get a 4-year degree is very discouraging to her and reinforces that idea of wanting to drop out even more. Within the triage assessment, I assessed the client's drinking level. She reported that she drinks every week with her friend, and they go to the bar with the main goal to get drunk and to not focus on their problems. And Anne reports that when she goes to the bar, she always drinks at least 3 drinks, but explained that due to her small stature, 3 drinks gets her very drunk. And Anne further explained that drinking with a friend is the one thing that she looks forward to each week, and is the one thing at ISU that currently keeps her happy. And so when I talked to her about this, she felt like her drinking was not a problem. She said that, every college kid goes to the bar. When I discussed, though, you go there mostly to get drunk and forget your problems. Is that a problem for you? She said, it's the one thing that gets her mind off of the fact that she does not like where she's at in her life right now. And Anne was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And so within sessions, it's very hard to keep her on track. It's very hard to keep her focused. When I asked if that affects her in classes, she says it does, but it's not the main thing. That's why she's struggling in classes, and she knows if she needed help, she's able to go to the disability center and get more help in classes, but feels that she does not need the help. She was also diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder, recurrent episode moderate. With the depression being very evident in classes. She's very, one note. She does not get excited, very quiet, does not really like to talk about what's going on, even though she was self-referred to the counseling center. And that's something I have to bring up is, you want to be here, why don't you want to talk about what's going on? Anne identified her main social supports as her friend that she drinks with weekly at the bar and her 2 brothers who live in San Diego. Anne expressed that the last time that she truly felt happy was when she was 7 years old, when she lived in San Diego right before her mom divorced her father. Anne shared that she does not talk to her mom in the last 14 years, and she does not feel the need to reach out to her, and she said that she does not care what her mom is up to, and she never wants to talk to her again. And when she was 9, her father and her stepmom moved to Indiana, and she has never been happy in Indiana, she often states, and she often wishes that her dad never forced her to come to Indiana when she was a child, because she feels it kind of ruined her life. And she has expressed that her main goal is to drop out of college at ISU and move to San Diego and move in with her brother to find herself in San Diego. So the big problem with that we talked about a lot in session was that she does not have the means to get to San Diego right now. She does not have a license. She does not have a car. She does not. She works on campus, but it's a low-paying job. She doesn't get the hours that she wants. So she is currently just scraping by with her rent right now, and she cannot afford a plane ticket to go to San Diego, even just to visit, let alone to get all of her stuff and move to San Diego. She states that she wants to have her brothers help her move to San Diego, but she is afraid to talk to them about it because they do not want her to drop out of college, as they want her to finish college, as they both finished college before they moved back to San Diego. So with culture, I really want to focus on the fact that she does identify as Asian, she is Asian American, and how does that affect her sense of self when she was in San Diego growing up with a larger Asian community, and now is in Indiana with a very, low Asian community. How does that affect her? As well as how does the Asian American standards of beauty, how does that affect her? And if that influences her eating patterns, is her eating because she does not feel pretty? Is it because she feels like she is, too heavy? Why does she only eat 600 and 900 calories per day? Because she often says it's only because of her low appetite, which is possible, but she says that it's been this way since being at ISU. So do you think that maybe the reason that she has a low appetite is because of her diagnosis of depression, and that influences her level of eating, low motivation, which causes her not to want to eat, and she doesn't find joy in things? And within session, I use mostly person-centered therapy, as that's the theory that I use mostly within sessions. And then I also use strengths with her, as because right now she doesn't see a lot of the bright side in a lot of things, and it kind of help her see that she does have some credits under her belt. So if she does want to transfer, she does have some credits, she does have some of her prerequisites, and what else do we talk about? And the fact that she can identify her growth edges, so she knows that she has low motivation, she knows that she does not eat at a normal level, she knows that she does drink every week, and she knows that she does have some sleeping issues. So how do I work with this client's main goal? Actually, her main goal right now is to drop out of college and move to the other side of the country that she currently does not have the means to do so. So how do I kind of get her back in that reality that she's not able to do that right now? And how do I get her focused on the problems that are right in front of her right now? As right now, she's using San Diego kind of as the fix all that. Once I get to San Diego, all my problems will be fixed, I will be okay, and I'll find myself, and I know what I want to do with my life. How do I work with her drinking level, as her drinking level is her main coping skill right now? And that seems like the one thing that's getting her through her weeks. How do I work with this, and how do I decrease that drinking level to a point where she's not using drinking as her main coping skill? And then how do I work with her eating level, as it's something that's very worrisome for me, is that she only eats very little every day, and she gets very defensive when I talk about her eating. So how do I bring up her eating level in a way to where she might be, more receptive to it, so that we can work on it together? Thanks.